What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and last time we did some Dodful, you guys really enjoyed it, and I've come up against a foe here that is really interesting, and really, if you guys watch my stream, I hate to admit it, I got really flustered by this foe when we first fought this foe on Sunday night, but I've come to realize I was doing things all wrong. Now, it is a Metroidvania game, so some of this is going to be really cheap. But that is kind of Metroidvania tactics. Now, one of the reasons I've been loving this game so much, and if you're a Danmachi fan, I think this is the rare exception to the rule. This is one of those console games you really must own. And if I'm completely honest, and I think I've mentioned it before, go get the Japanese copy. It's not that expensive. It's actually less expensive than an English copy. Get it before any tariffs go back, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. But anyway, the Japanese copy is like 30-ish bucks. You'll get it for around 50, 60 bucks after shipping, and it will work in your US Switch. Mine does. That's what I'm playing on right now. There are some caveats. You do have to deal with some minor grammatical issues and the fact that Fulland's name is spelled with 3 L's for no reason whatsoever, but quite enjoy it. But we've been coming up against some bosses that tend to be pretty difficult. Now, you'll see above me here on the map that I'm next to a boss room. That's what that, I mean, pretty obvious. It's all red, and it's got that kind of Danmachi-ish symbol that we all know and love. Now, this particular boss has caused me some heartache, but I'm going to show you something here that if you come up across this will help you out drastically. So we're going to save travel over to another area of the map. So this is, I think, the second Eyes run. Anyway, the Underground Waterways 2. So Underground Waterways 2 area. So you travel through all this. There is a mini boss right here, and that gives you one of the attacks we're going to be using. But the main attack we're going to be using is when you defeat this mini boss right here. So let's save travel over to this area. You get a little story here, and then when you come over here, there's a mini boss right here that when you defeat them, you get a specific attack that we're going to be using a lot of. And that is what I've been affectionately referring to as the dive kick attack. That. We're going to be spamming that a lot. Now, the other boss also gives you this kind of upward attack, and you can actually stack this attack twofold, sometimes threefold if you actually hit somebody. So those are going to be our two main attacks. Now, the mechanics of the game, let's go ahead and show you how you kind of equip these. If you go here in a party, and you hit X to change your arts, you can actually modify what you're using as far as each attack goes. And you can even say, okay, I want my upward attack to be left stick X. I want my downward attack to be down X. Kind of makes sense. Now, you could really flip the switch, and you could just say, okay, well, I want down to be up and up to be down. It's just really up to you. These, though, are the two that we're mainly going to be using here. The upward attack, Rise Assault, we get that from beating the first mini-boss I was telling you about. The Sky Raid, we get that from beating the mini-boss I was just telling you about. Once you beat those guys, then I'm going to fast travel over to my boss battle. Oop, that's party again. There we go. Over yonder. And we're going to take this guy on. Here we go. So, the other thing you got to consider here is when you do your, I'll show you guys my ability board here. Or spec board, I'm sorry. I have outfitted my character with a little bit of defense, not a lot of defense, because we're going to be trying to do more parry and more dodge with this build. We have gone full offense here, almost exclusively. Gone into 5% critical hit, all the way down here to 15% might and 5% gauge boost with a little bit of defense and a little bit of HP. We probably could be more proficient in those terms, but I personally have found that this is just kind of a good all-around build, at least for the way that I like to play. And the nice part is if you find that you don't like the build that you've got, you can go here, hit Y, reset, and it'll delete these and actually give you back all the crystals that you've used up top. And I'm going to go ahead and reapply these because it's the build that I had before. And it's great. You can actually change all these on the fly. Also, I should mention, let's kind of zoom out here. I have also, I think I spec'd out, yeah, I gave Mikoto a little bit here. She's got an extra use in her skill, and Hestia's got an extra use in her skill. Ryu does not, but we need 50 in order to make that happen. So, though I can increase her attack, let's do that. Bam. So that's enough explanation. Let's jump in and let's take this beast on. So, right out of the gate, I will say recommended level 50, and I am 18 levels higher, but I'm also playing hard mode, so, you know, at some point that was a choice. Now, if you can, use this skill to kind of stay behind him. Oh, when he jumps up, he can do a lot of damage when he jumps up. Also, I don't have a lot of defense. So, you could also buy yourself some time by using Mikoto's skill. I like to use that coupled with Ryu's skill. And watch out for those little green blasts that come off of that attack he does there. Because those little green blasts will do extra damage. So basically, every time he does that, he can do damage twofold. He can do damage by hitting you, and he can do damage by hitting you with those blasts. Now, the real downside to this guy is you almost get no reprieve with him. Because when he's stunned, he's almost instantly going to go into phase 2. Now, as you saw there, he does 3 times the jump attack there. Use that to your advantage. Come on, girl. Now I have her special skill, so I can unleash that. Ooh, and he is done. I probably had my special skill up for a while, but, you know, again, if you're like level 50, it is not going to be that fast. Probably want to, like, if you're doing hard mode, you probably want to level up to like level 60 and then go take it on. It's really not that hard to level up that much. But that's it. It's just spamming that same cheap attack over and over and over again. Like, share, comment. Catch you guys on the next one.